Hey everybody, I'm humbled to host you on my channel today, and we are going to talk about how I fill in and conceal my eyebrow. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you back on another one. Now let's get a little bit closer on the shape. For me, I say the shape that you want for your face is the perfect shape for your face. Because you can make it work. Whatever shape you can make it work. For me, it's this shape. I'm gonna categorize it, like you can call it whatever you want, but this is how my brows I feel look best on my face, so I will strive to make the left look like the right. Okay, so first things first is your brow brush, where I just brush them the brows into the shape that I want. Oh my god, look at my right side. It's perfect, isn't it? Now the left. Yeah, just one of those. And I like to use gel liner. Originally it was this long, and then it broke, so I now use it like this. Don't judge me, guys, it does the job well, and it does it even better when it's this size. So moving along, then I like to dip a little bit into the gel, and I always try and start from where my brow arcs from where my brow bend. I don't like a high arch. I just like it to go naturally, so I just kind of do that very lightly with my strokes, and then I start filling in the tail. When that's done, I dip it in again. Now this can be a little bit darker because I'm going to fill in now the body of the brow, and I'm gonna come back to the tail. So I like to go in from the middle going backwards, or middle going outwards. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, just like filling it in with strokes. So however you want your brow to be dark, it's up to you. I usually go on until like it's looking kind of like natural. So here where there is a lot of hair, I'm going to keep filling in where like there's empty spaces. Yeah, something like that. So then you keep advancing inwards, stroking outwards. Yeah, guys, don't judge my brush, okay? I'm perfectly good with it at that size. Now, as you go into the front, I can just do some really light strokes, because you don't want harsh lines at the beginning of your brow. And as you stroke along the brow, you are spreading out your product, okay? You don't want it to clump up, okay? So yeah, that's about it. So on a very lazy day, I can literally walk out like this. But obviously the next thing I'll do is to get my brow brush and like just brush out the brow into shape. See, as you brush it out, the tail is made up. But you know, it's really up to you. From the middle, and then I trace out my arc, and this is where my brow is supposed to stop, where there's an acne mark. Okay. Very similar, right? Alright, from the middle down. You got this. Okay, from the front. Alright, there we go. So I like to look push back. I can already see that here I put in too much product, so I will definitely conceal that because it's not coming off with my hands. But otherwise with the shape, I'm good. Here is just not the same, so I'm going to correct that with my concealing. So I like to use my lighter foundation to conceal the bottom. That's just because with foundation it's already my shade, so it's not so difficult to blend in. I don't like the harsh and bright lines under my brows. I like to start where my brow arches. You can already see the shape, but remember I have to clean up a little bit so I know where I went wrong. There you go. And I make up my tail as well. So there you go. As long as I've got my tail right, I feel like then the front will be much easier to fill in. I just start from the backwards going. All right. Okay, and as you can see, my foundation is not too bright at the beginning of my brow because I want it to kind of like blend into my skin just like that. I personally like it this way because then when I continue with whatever I want to do with my face, it's not so difficult to blend out. So on this side, I'm going to do my light foundation on the bottom and at the top. I'm going to show you a different technique on this side. So as always, I start from the arc, and I start from outside, then I draw the product in. There you go. Okay, and just remember, as you go to the front, you don't want a lot of product, okay? Otherwise it will be difficult to blend out. All right. So guys, this right here is my favorite brow shape. Like, this is what I'm always striving to get at. So the biggest challenge then is for my left to look like my right. But on this side, I'm going to do something different. I am going to use my light foundation at the bottom and my dark foundation on top so you can see the difference. On top, like I said, I'm going to go now with my darker shade the same way I did with the light one, but I'm going to start with my arc as usual. Okay. Okay. Right, so this is my darker foundation. So this is where we are. This is how I conceal my brows. So on this side I used the light foundation both on top and below. On this side I used the dark one on top and below. The reason why I did that is because you will see when I do a full face that with this one my brows are brighter, okay? And I usually want to do that when I'm doing like a full face and like I'm going in for it. But like when I'm doing a super chilled face and, you know, clean kind of look, I do the dark shade on top. It's not so bright, but it defines my brows at the bottom. So I just choose whatever I feel like doing that day. I do just that. I mean, it's my face after all. So from this point on, I like to blend with my fingers. I mean, you can use a beauty blender, you can use a foundation brush, but I like to use my hands. So say I was actually not gonna, you know, have a full face, I will just like continue to make it work with my fingers until it like doesn't look anything like I put foundation on or concealer on and stuff like that. So but you can see what I'm doing. This is the technique that I use. If you want to call it a technique. So yeah, like I said, like with the tail, I just like let it go, you know, just like let it melt. So I leave it like that. So on a normal day, this would be my side, like I'll be done like that. Let me just try and cover this face, so I mean this side, so that you all can see the difference, you know. So I can just like, you know, go right ahead, go along with my life, just my brow down like that. And otherwise I have it this way, so I'm just going to blend it out so you see the difference it makes. And the top, okay. So this is me, and this is how I do my brows. And the finishing touch obviously is to brush the hair so it looks naturally done, something like that. Okay, from here on you can basically fix whatever you think, you know, is not looking good. Because I feel like, sorry guys, I feel like this side is like just not hitting the spot anymore. Front is like, oh. You were scared too, huh? Yeah, I fixed it. Only you and I can tell, but when I'm out there nobody can tell. So yeah, just don't forget that brush up and into shape. Okay y'all, I can go on and on until I get perfect, but yeah, it's really up to you. You can do as much as you want to make it look as perfect as you want, but for me this will do, and I will stop it right here. So let me know in your comments which way works for you. While we're here, my face is like really misbehaving, and I am trying out something new, and I'm going to post it after 7 days, and we'll have a review on how my face looks then. And if it doesn't work, I'll continue for another 7 days. This is for clearing these spots and marks. Alright guys, this is the final gig. So hopefully I entertained you enough and I taught you well for you to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe so you can come back for more.